All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful evening. I got your watch list here tonight, but once again, we're doing it special here on Thursday, and it is live, and I'm very hyped about it because last time we did a live watch list, I don't know if you guys watched the recap, you saw the futures go crazy, and ironically enough, this time around, you have the futures going crazy while we are live. They are up right now, 1%. It's a lot different than what we had last week. You are not watching a war breakout in Middle East and safe havens. Honestly, it has not moved for a while, and it's kind of a good thing, but it is all based on the data, which was the earnings, and they were amazing. It was a crazy earnings season already, and now Google and Microsoft after the bell, they were able to save the market, and it was such a good earnings season. Even Snapchat, they guided up, and they stayed. That's how. So listen, man, if you are used to the normal watch list, I appreciate you. Thank you for all of the support and really being a part of it, baby. But today, you're going to have to bear with me. We're going to do it a little different. We got the Chad here live and direct. So we got the keys. We have the plays, all that good stuff. We're going to go through it all normally, but we are going to have our interactions. But here's the deal. Here is the deal. Are you ready? Do you know what the deal is? You don't know what the deal is? Here is the deal, my friend. It's very, very simple. Here's the deal. YouTube.com/the stock market. We are live. You go here. See, at the stock market. That's a great username. I'm telling you. You go there. You go live. We're going to be there. That's all you got to do. If you ain't going to like the video now, that's great. We're going to see you in the morning. You see, we even got the live newswire up right now, but you'll have that on stream and all the good stuff. But Chatadonia. Before we get into the keys, we have so much to talk about. Before we embark on this journey, you're here right now. Good evening, Chatadonia. What's going on, Star? How you living, Alec, Daquan, Smeely, Dago, Amir, Yusha, winning loser, Jay Sassier, baby. Awake. Ansel, good evening, baby. Oh, who's that driving? Patrick Swayze. When you get a new call, Aaron, Adam, Gary, V Nasty, baby. Tim Whitman's in the house. Good evening, baby. What up, Robert? What up, Mo? Kurt McGar, baby. Yosef, Tim, Alaskan Assassin, HF, Rachel, your non-attorney spokesman. Good evening, Rosa, Javier, Tyson, Joe Mama. Joe Mama winning. What up, baby? What up, Ronald? How you doing, Positive Vibes? What up, Mr. Breezy? What up, Mr. Allen? What's going on, Mr. Gantar? It's game time, baby. How you living, Alexander? How you living, Dev, Angel, Adam, X-Sky, baby? Moment well lived. Theo. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, man, this is, so I don't know. We better not go too crazy tonight. We still have to wake up in the morning, okay? But listen, I've been hyped all week, man, and I hope you guys see why. It has been absolutely crazy, so let's talk about it. And before we even get into the keys, once again, bro, the chart itself says a lot. And as of now, you have dodged 2 out of 3 bullets. You only have one more hurdle in your way tomorrow morning. We're going to talk about it, but you see it here, bro. We had the little gap down, and today you gapped down, and we were already trading lower, but then the gap down got even worse. So again, you closed over here. It's a weird after hours when you see it, but this is where you closed. After hours was bad because of the earnings in Meta. We opened down, we were gapped down, and then you had data come out. We'll talk about exactly what happened with the data, but it was bad. And then you dropped even further. We fell back below 5,000. We were already gapped down below the levels. This is already the NQ right now, man. I'm telling you. It was very wild. You went to 4,990 by this morning. So you gave up a lot of the relief that we were going through. Once again, you start one way in the market, and then you get clapped on the other way. But then we opened up, traded lower, and then before you knew it, you started bouncing, and then you ripped up whatever happened intraday. People started getting ready for earnings, and then after hours, this is where you closed. You still closed red. You gapped down 2% on the NASDAQ today. After hours, you made the whole entire move of the day right after the earnings. Microsoft and Google, they both did good, and what I mean by 2 out of 3 hurdles, essentially, you had their earnings. They did good. They both beat that. Then the second part, their conference calls, you see it right here. Microsoft got a little shaky. I don't know if I'll make it bigger for you. They got a little shaky, you see. Conference call, that's where they give their guidance. That's where things are going to get bad. They were able to dodge that bullet. Same goes for Google, and the futures held up, and everybody is doing good. And literally what I told you guys, there's going to be one story pre-market and then one story after hours, and literally it is going to be the exact same thing now coming into tomorrow, but there's less earnings in the morning, way more earnings coming into next week, and then it's pretty much just going to rely on the data. So this is what I was talking about all day today. We were going through every single part, but now coming into tomorrow, Microsoft and Google, they saved the market. They survived the conference call like I told you, but now the PCE, that's what we really have to deal with. Why? Because if that comes in hot, all of these gains that you're getting for earnings, I mean, this is the beauty about being live. The people after hours on the recap, they could watch it too. But like, you guys are here right now. There's a couple hundred of you guys. Honestly, almost 1,000 of you. I know. Look at the people. Look at the crowd. Zoom out. Fake news. They don't want you to see it. Look at all the people who watch the watch list. Josh says they don't, but they do. You're here live. So tell me, how many times, whether in the last 3 months or in the last 3 to 30 years, depending on how old you are, boomer, but here's the deal, how many times have you seen a good earnings negated by some event or data in the morning? You tell me. I won't say, that's just if the Chad, you have a Chad, you guys are there. If you've ever seen it, you let me know. You let me know. So unfortunately, like I'm saying, we've gone through 2 out of 3 things. But the third thing will be the PCE. And now that's what I'm saying, like, here's the thing about it. It kind of even leads to the key and really understanding what happened today. And this is what kind of sucks, because we do have to juggle both the data as well as the earnings. And you're even seeing, again, after hours, the effect is absolutely massive. But here's the thing, that data that came out today, tomorrow's going to be easy. If it's a hot data, we have a problem. If it's low data on PCE, it's going to be good. But today, you had a lot of things going on. Not only was it the move, the gap down and that move up, and like, if you saw what that did to options, oh my goodness, it was dirty. What it did to the premiums, I'm telling you, puts and calls, it messed up everything off of a gap down by 2% and then run up. But the other part, it was the data that we got today. The data was actually very bad, and it was stagflationary. So I think I have it here. Actually, I'll have to switch to the other screen so you could see it. But this is where I'm kind of leading it into tomorrow, because we have to see what happens. But essentially, your core PCE, that shot up today, and then your growth rate plummeted. So I think you could get the story better if you see it on the calendar. But like, it's not what people expected, and it's literally the definition of stagflation. The GDP was expected to come in 2.9 or 3, or 2.3. It came in at 1.6. And if you don't recall, everybody's been hyping up how strong the GDP was ever since December. And like I'm saying, today was something where, you know, today was tricky. Tomorrow will be easy, because you have to realize that the earnings had that big effect, and you're even seeing the futures up now. But after this data that I'm showing you that we got today, after this data, for a brief moment, 0 rate cuts were priced in on the year. Let me say that again. So after this data came out in the morning, and you can see it, it was this candle right here. This is 5:30 a.m. Pacific time, pre-market. We started dumping. And at one point, briefly, you priced out every single rate cut for 2024. So you priced in 0. Now you're still barely pricing in 1 for December. You fully priced out June today, but that's where I'm like, man, the plates, you got the tectonic plates shifting, but, you know, the movements in the market, one part macro, one part, you know, what's going on with Powell, and now these just massive moves out of earnings, bro. It's absolutely insane. So now coming into tomorrow, though, here's the worry, because GDP plummeted, and then the price component of PCE, the quarter over quarter, it surged. So if you don't know what stagflation is, it literally means growth dropping while inflation is still high. So you have to realize this is not what anybody would have expected. You would have expected a lag. You would have expected a delay. You would have expected a lot of different things. But if I told you that the GDP was going to come in almost 30, 40% lower than expected, and then inflation was going to rise on that drop in productivity, not too many people had that on their bingo card, or at least people stopped talking about it, but that's literally stagflation, and that was the data that we got today. So growth all of a sudden dropped out of nowhere, a lot larger than expected, and then the PCE, the quarter over quarter, and even the price component with GDP, they all rocketed up. And now that's the thing about tomorrow. PCE, if this rockets up, and that's what people are assuming, we are going to really have a problem. But I do think earnings, we will have our own little world there. But then again, this isn't going to be something I think that'll get too overlooked, especially after the reaction that we got here today. So hopefully you guys are seeing we got to juggle the earnings. We got to follow along. But today, I mean, it may have given us something, and even tomorrow in the morning, it's going to be very important with how it dictates the momentum. But we're in store for a big delay, and it's Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be our last day of trading. You know I like to look ahead. I'll have a watch list for you, but next week is Jerome Powell on Wednesday, Apple earnings on Tuesday, and then on Friday, you get the non-farm payrolls. So keep that all in mind, but now let me throw in something for you. I think the Bulls might like it more than the Bears, but if all goes well tomorrow, I said this on stream today, I think you could get a massive rally tomorrow, okay? Literally, if that PCE is good, futures are already up by 1% right now. If everybody's optimistic, again, Meta had people scared. You literally, Snapchat, Google, Microsoft, a lot of names were able to hold up here. If the PCE comes in lower after we freaked out today, my brother, that would be a very, very good. I don't think inline is good. So that's such a beautiful question. I'm glad we're live in that you asked that. Why would inline not be good? Inline, I mean, it's better than hot, I'll tell you that much, but inline is still, it's not really the best thing we want for inline. Does anybody know why? Why would inline not be what we would want? Because they're too high. That's too much. Could be. Oh, stagflation. No. Don't say that. That was so scary. Well, here, maybe I should give you a better chart. So again, this is the month over month, expected to come in at 0.3. But, you know, it's a very, very good question. Why is inline not necessarily good? Let me see if I can find it for you. Is inflation still high, asshole? Close. And just honestly, without, speaking broadly, let's talk very micro. That's the beauty of this data that I'm about to show you. That's why I love it, and I've been bringing this up to you. This might look familiar to you, but just don't forget, if we keep following the 6-month average of 0.3, or we follow the 0.4 average, this is for CPI. Same thing applies for PCE generally. But if we keep following these recent trends throughout the end of last year till now, by the election, literally by November, I mean, right now we're entering into May, you would be at almost either 5% or right below 4%. So the point is, this pace, this current trajectory of 0.3, 0.4 a month, if it ticks up higher, we really have a problem. But if it stays up here, it's not as if it's showing, really the progress. This still point, you could build 0.3, you could build a stairway to heaven in terms of inflation, even off of 0.3, if it just keeps happening and does not ease at all. So that's the big deal with it. Great question, but like I'm saying here, if all goes well tomorrow, though, hopefully we don't have to worry about it. We'll find out. And then if we do hesitate, though, this is what I mean. If tomorrow's good data and you're coming off of good earnings and the market, runs up, but then, kind of pulls back and we, get that relief and then sell it off, that could be speaking to the broader sentiment and letting you know that that volatility has not dissipated at all. So, Chatadonia, I hope you're ready for it. I hope you're locked and loaded. And wow, great timing, because now let us get into the plays. And my boy Lefty, baby, on every channel today. What's up, man? Oh, no, let's go. We call him Lefty, bro. That's Lefty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no Lefty behind. I know. They don't want to say his name. Fake news. They're scared. They'll get canceled. I know. A little token of appreciation. I love you. I mean it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Not too many people have done it on both channels. You're saying, I'll do 2 terms. You did 2 channels. Okay. I know. Mango orange. Sorry, I've been having fun with that one lately. But let's go, baby. Right off that bat. Let's get into it. I got a couple, man. I made a crazy play today. But was it that crazy, Chatadonia? Did you like it? I think you liked it. We're going to see. But this play, don't let me get too confident in it, because I don't know how it's going to play out, because you never know, homie. Drive slow, homie. You got to pump your brakes and drive slow. You never know. So, Apple, this is play number 1. I did this right before the bell today. I went with far out of the money for the earnings. I said this on the watch list yesterday. I said it on stream. I mean, I usually believe all the time. I believe what I say, and I decided to act on it. And I said, hey, man, if one of these earnings ends up good, it really was a risk. It was speculative. But I said, if one of these earnings ends up good, then it's going to be able to, all these earnings premiums might start waking up. So the Apples, they were a little cheap. They got messed up throughout the day. I went with the 205s for 2 weeks out. It's a little bit further than 2 standard deviation, but I grabbed 100 of them for 5 cents, and we're going to see how this plays out. And like I'm saying, depending on how it trades out tomorrow, there could be a double dip opportunity, but it does really depend how we open the data. Do we hold up the momentum? And then do you really start watching? Because again, after some of this is what I want you to look out for, that we already have the Amazon plays. I got rid of the Google today, but the thing you got to realize is after these plays, after some earnings now, everyone's going to be like, okay, assuming PC is not bad, they're going to start looking around the option chain, trying to find plays and start getting ready for the next earnings, especially now that they're not scared. We were scared with Meta in the rear view. Now this is the closest thing, Everybody's loving it. So, yeah, we went with size. We did good. You'll be able to listen. Don't don't harass me with this, because you could cut this play up 1,000 ways now tomorrow. Assuming that it wakes up with premium, assuming this plays out how I think it will, you could make it free. You could sell half. You could sell a quarter of them. You could ghetto spread it. You could do a lot with it. And then, again, the earnings run up, you will have till Wednesday. But that does lead me into something we talked about it even then. For some of these earnings, I may lean towards selling some of the pre-earnings early. So I may even ride this one all the way up to the pre-earnings and then just take it and then walk away and call it a day. But that is play number 1. Watch out for that. Then play number 2. This one, I made a very cheap play on it. I'll show you guys which one that I did, but I'm excited about this. I don't know how it's going to play out, but AbbVie. Oh, my God, I said it correctly on the first time. I know. They got Josh doing it. I told you. I think he's becoming a Democrat. He said AbbVie, not AbbVie. You should be worried. Next thing you know, he's going to have an affiliate code for Webull, for China, selling your data for $20. But AbbVie, earnings in the morning, and I've been saying it for a while. That 180 level is important. They came down off the last one. They got a lot. All that matters is their earnings have been good. They've been guiding up. It's been like some of the dilution stuff in terms of the acquisitions, but I think this one's going to be a very interesting one to watch in the morning. I actually am quite intrigued by it, and I decided to go for a play. I grabbed, I think it was the next week 187.50 calls, but the thing about them, I only spent $8, and that's the only reason why I bought this play. Oh, wow, that was a May 10th? Oh, shit. So I got May 10th AbbVie, but I grabbed this one right here. I grabbed it for $8 or $7. So it was only pricing in about 3 or 4. They don't really move much. And like I was telling you, I liked AbbVie. It's still like near these levels. I wouldn't be surprised. Usually it should do nothing, but if they pack the punch, I think two standard deviations was about $180. It was a $12 move, I think. $6 priced in, 12 double. But it's a little bit further out there. But for $7, I said we'll get it. And then at the very least, we could use it as a place marker tomorrow. But AbbVie, it's a good one, man. AbbVie, it's a good one. I like it. But going to watch out for that. That is play number 2. And then finally, oil. This one very interesting. Oil, it reminds me of gold. Literally, it's sticky at these highs and these intraday moves, man. It's literally opening up down 1%. Closing up 2, and then it's honestly, we saw it a couple months ago when I was flipping oil more actively. If you guys remember, not too long ago, it was moving like 4% in a day. We actually surprisingly haven't seen like days like that, except for last time that we were live on stream when everything was going on. But other than that, I mean, there's some opportunity, and that's the thing is like it's moving big, but not big enough to the point where I'm like, there's still kind of this weird pseudo floor that exists. So if that floor falls out, aka below 80, that's where I'd want to trade it. But if it did fall out, I mean, that's just like gold. If you kind of get positioned high commodity, I mean, you could get trapped in that for a couple weeks. I was trapped in my gold short. I got out of it with a profit, but at the end of the day, I mean, it took some time and pain and movement and all of that. I think oil could play out the exact same way, but does look very, very interesting, but going to be watching that. I have no other plays, and besides that, the only other plays that I made today, I grabbed those apples, AbbVie. I sold out of the Googles for 35. I grabbed a guild call for 25 cents. That one was a 2 standard deviation. I did Roku one way. That one looked like it was going to hit, and then it failed. So we'll see how that one was in the morning, but I just like the upside. And they were pricing in 15%. This one was very interesting, but they've moved 30% in the last 3 earnings, 3 of the last 4 earnings. So I thought it was worth it for the $40 or $60, I believe. And then I grabbed 2 metas. They were up for a little bit. Then they came down. One was a daily. One was a put. I went for the continuation, but they ended up closing down 88% and 65. I spent $55 a pop on those. So a little expensive, but I am going to watch those out for a little bit. But other than that, I don't think there was any other plays. I think that's about it. I know. I think that's it. I think that's all, Chad. Do you have any questions? Is there anything I could answer? Let me know. Let me know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really excited for tomorrow. It'll be exciting. There's a lot. I still have the Netflix. That play got clapped. Actually, it's down 13%, and then we have till what? Oh, next week? So we actually have a little bit more time on that. The Intel, I'm going to ride it out. I got clapped on, I think I'm down like, what, $5,000 or $6,000 now on my 1,000 shares. Again, I was down 3,000 coming into it. So that was just my bad. But more or less, like I said all day, I plan on trading the chips at once this year. So I'm probably going to go for the value, but I'm going to go with average down. But it was a dog shit earnings. I don't think I'm going to average right away, but it was a dog shit earnings. But then again, Tesla had a dog shit earnings, and that shit's up 17. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You showed up late. Can you break down the whole video in one sentence? I can. You better be there in the morning. That's one sentence, I think. I think that's one sentence. And I think that does sum it up quite accurately. Better than not, honestly. And I think it gets to the point, and I think it leaves you with the cliffhanger. It entices you. Like, I think that is an accurate way to sum it up. There's a lot. You better be there in the morning, baby. You better be there in the morning. That's what I would say. If I had to sum it up, I'd say fake news media. And be there in the morning. Josh is going to have the data. They'll have the earnings. Even then, you'll see. There's a lot going on. The PCE from the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Scammers. That's what they should call it. Fake news, PCE was it producer consumption expenditures? Or personal consumption expenditures, I believe. I think so. I will not be live for the PCE. No. No. But, I think this is a good time to talk about it. It sucks because I really want to give you guys a video on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I really want to give you guys a video on it. But we were talking about it today, the strategy for this earnings. So let me know what you guys think. But I think this earnings, I want to sell out every earnings ahead of time, every single one of them, no matter what. Just like in the same way that we went and we had so many plays last quarter, all 2 standard deviation. I want to go for a lot of pre-earnings, but I want to sell all of them before. So, but then I played some. I've already played a couple. The premiums are high this season, and somebody was talking about it today, and people were, giving conspiracy theories, and they're like, Wall Street knows the strategy, and I'm telling you, man, I don't underestimate. I've been doing this shit for a long time, and I'm not saying that like here is a general statement about my credibility, so you should trust me. I mean it in the sense that like legitimately I have videos about 2 standard deviations and options and earnings that are on YouTube in public like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this has been a strategy that has been very much disclosed. It's not nothing new. And like what you have to realize is that the strategy, it speaks to you, bro. It's like a Tamagotchi. It's a chia pet. I don't know if chia pets talk, but it speaks to you and it tells you. And unfortunately, so far this quarter, there has not been big movers. There's only been UAL. I mean, now you have Microsoft and Google, but again, those meta puts did not really go crazy. Our IBMs were up 300% today for like an hour, and then that's it. We'll see how they, continue, but generally, like, you haven't had a big earnings play. So the point is, go look at why all of these earnings are pricing in a shit ton. If you really are using the strategy and pricing this in, you are straight up seeing that it is expensive. Like, it is super expensive. Like, and it's the weirdest thing because, like, the small movers, they still got higher premiums. The big movers all pricing in 9-10. They'll move that way. Yeah, you have to, like, so I might go with a couple plays, but I'm going to let it speak to me. If the premiums come down, run it. I took and as testament to my belief, I took the Roku play today. If you really understand what I'm saying, like, I'm not scared of it. There's a reason. Like, Roku was pricing in 15%, and I liked Roku because I was saying, man, Roku, even though it's pricing in a shit ton and it was expensive, that stock has moved 30% in the last 3 earnings. The last year, 3 out of the last 4 earnings, it's moved up double. So I was like, that's something where, hey, if there's some opportunity and the chain is pricing in substantially less than the company is capable of moving, I'm down to play it. But, if it's kind of just priced really accurately and, and it's still, or just on the higher end, I mean, yeah, you're going to have to be there. But we were talking about it because, like I'm saying, the last, I want to go over the video. I still haven't made it. I have all the plays from last quarter. And I guess that video was like, what? It was 7,000. We made 600 into 7,000. And then pretty much by the end of the earnings season, we made another $4,000 playing over like 150 earnings plays off of last quarter. Right? So good money. We ended up winning. It actually worked even with all of them. And that's because we just hit fat ones. And then the fucked up part, if I optimized the trades, I think we would have made closer to like $8,000 or $9,000. You could have almost doubled up by just all of the plays that either got cucked, were up 1,000% for an hour, were up for a little bit and sold off. Like, I don't think it's so insane. So, but that's why I'm saying this, because if we play, it was a couple $1,000s of profit, and I have all this data. I'm gonna go through it. Like I said, I'm gonna make the video. You'll see. I have. Where'd it go? Oh, they don't love you no more. No, that's the chat here. Yeah. So I went through all of them, bro. So, but like I'm saying, I need to make it a video. I need to give you guys like a real, like good every single play, like $30, $20. Remember, there was a shit ton of them. But like I'm saying, if we play that much velocity, but now you take all of the pre-earnings and just take all of them, I think I could generate a similar amount of money. But it will be interesting. It may play out a little different pre and post. So that's why I wanted to run by you guys. I wanted to see what you think. You let me know. You let me know. We take the pre-earnings. You do whatever you want. But I might do it so I could show you, because then again, I have all the data of playing all of them, and then we could see how a quarter of all pre-earnings. But then again, above, like, beyond, like, mark my words for it, beyond just following some arbitrary strategy, like, general idea, if the pricing is favorable, I will let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, just straight up, though, if there is, like, cheap, high-moving stocks with low premium, that is what we're going to want. So we'll see, baby. We'll see. Bank of Japan, that is something I forgot to mention here. Yeah, they're not supposed to do much. Everybody's going to be looking at hints, and everybody's worried about the intervention because they have borderline already had a policy failure. So it's quite wild for them, man. It's quite wild. Yeah, man, Lefty, he's the homie, bro, on everyone. Everyone, he's holding it down. What else we got, man? You have any other questions? Any other questions? The yen, it could be a big on the Bank of Japan, but I think it'll be a dead. I think the yen will probably just keep getting clobbered because it's a policy failure. And again, it's going to be at least 50, 60 billion to intervene, and they don't want to do it because if you don't change anything, and the CPI numbers, Japan CPI numbers a couple hours ago came in shit. I was actually shocked. I'm surprised the yen didn't die off that, but it's just in BJ mode. Oil, I don't know where oil's at right now. We could check futures. We live, baby. That's the beauty of being live, We could get all the data all around the world, real time and direct. Where am I buying gold? I don't really have a price. I would like it below. I don't like the fucking price I had. I like that price, but I don't because honestly, that price was painful, but it's kind of holding there. Though literally, I shorted it. If you guys don't recall the gold play, I bought that. I shorted the play. When was it? That play was a shit show, but I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was fun for the whole family. Some of you were assholes, so fuck you with love. That came out even worse. I'm sorry. There's a lot of cussing for a watch list. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I don't. But what day was it? I forgot. It was they broke 2,400. I think, was it here? Because I remember going green. I think it was. Yeah. So I shorted on this high. I think it was like April 5th. I shorted the high of 23.44. That was my strike. That was my price that I shorted at. 23.44. And then that night, bro, I was up on it $2,000. And I was going to take it, and I was like, I'll wait till the morning. And then by the morning, I was down $4,000. And then the next 3 days, I came back to down $1,000. And then the next, what? Is that 4 days? Or that's, I guess, next 1 day, I'm down now $4,000. And then another day later, by that morning, I'm down $1,000 again. All right, I'm feeling good. I know that one. I think I look at that. You see that? I went break. I was positive. I forgot. Yeah. I can't forget about that one. Because before I got clapped here, I went green. You don't see it, but I remember it. I went green. It went below 23.44. I was green $600. And I'm like, word. Perfect. I'm like, it took me what? It took me like 5 days, I think. I shorted on the 5th. This is the 10th now, and I'm like, all right, great. I'm green. I'm green on it now. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking chilling, bro. I'm green. You know what I'm saying? I didn't sell out, no. And then after being green, I meander, kind of hold the level, break even. And look at that. I'm break even. I'm up $100. And then the Lord said it could happen. And then I think it was like 4 hours later, I was down like $10,000. So literally I was down 110,400. I didn't have any options. This was a gigantic GC contract. So After being break even in green, I go negative. And then you guys, this is where the Chad was a mutiny. It was a literal mutiny. Like because I don't get it. Like, I don't usually tell y'all what to do with plays, but people always love. They like, do this, do it right now. But this was one. Everyone's like, Josh, close it. They were like, Josh, you have to close it. You have to. I don't know why. Like, I don't even think I was like stressed. Like, I didn't even give y'all like indications of like any worry or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even like, I don't even know, but they were very concerned. They were like, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close it, close. And it was just, I was like, and I was just saying, I was like, I'm not gonna close, bro. I'm not gonna close into the gigantic candle and it's gold. I'm like, it's damn gold, bro. It's damn gold. I was like, if I'm going to close it, I'm not going to close it into a gigantic green run after, like, literally just 4 hours ago, I was green on it. You know what I'm saying? Literally, that's like I think this is 4 hours, right? So this is what, 2 p.m.? Okay, this was overnight. And leading into it. And then by the morning, I'm back down again and it starts going crazy. I'm like, no, and then I'll wait. And then it proceeds to die. And then I go back to break even. And then that's why after that, because you guys insisted, and then maybe you see where I'm coming from. After you guys insisted on me closing at the highest price in history, I said, you know what? I'm not going to tell you guys what the fuck I do with this gold play, okay? If you really care, you could talk to me about it on the watch list. That's why I'm giving you the full, this is a full I said, you know what? After that bad advice, Chadadonia, at least I don't give you the advice and I tell you not a recommendation. But after that fucking advice, Chad, I was not, I said, I'm going to just keep this one to myself. Okay? I'll keep it to myself. Yeah, prick. So then I still had to tough it out. I was still down. And then, like, I was down. I think at this point I'm still down, like, what, $7,000? So I still held $7,000 for a couple days. I didn't want to hear it. And sure enough, the Lord provided. And then it just dies out of nowhere. You had no idea why it died. Because it's gold. It's a commodity. It shouldn't have been there. And the dollar's insane. They give you and then there's no rate cuts anymore. It was at $1,700 when there was rate cuts. I know because I made another $7,000. Y'all forgot about that one too. But anyways, so then I went green. And then right there, I was up $2,000. I closed at 23.20. I made like 2,400 or 2,500. And then it proceeded to go down another $2,000. So I could have made $4,000. But then I closed out for 2,300 or 2,500. And then that's it. And then why I brought this up, because that price was so annoying. And you asked me about the price, Clint. That was all. I'm like Joe Biden, but like fluent and articulate, because I said that all to bring you full circle to this story of the price, because that price was a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? I hope you were with me. I brought you through the whole story. That was a hellhole in the moment. But then, like, looking back at it now, the same, like, couple of days here, you're doing the same 23.44. It's kind of held up pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it plays out. I want to try it, but I don't really have a price. And like I'm saying, bro, I was giving you prices on gold, and I was telling you gold, bro. We were talking December 13th, bro. This is where I was flipping it, man. And we're not pricing in rate cuts anymore. And the dollar is high. It's insane, So I'm open to both sides, though. Like I'm saying, it just, if it's going to keep moving 2%, you can make money trading it, but then again, you could still get kind of, on the clap side. So that's the problem. You found the Billboard? Send me a picture of it. If you send me a picture, I got a gift for you. That's it. No way you already found it. It's only been one day. Did you guys know that? Somebody gave me a free billboard. So right now in America, I have a billboard. Yeah, email me, tradingfraternity@gmail.com. No lie. I said I'll give you something if you're the first person who finds it. Don't tell anybody where it is. Just send it to me, though, if you found it. I want to see. Because it's just randomly in America. You already emailed me? I did not get it. Oh, shit. No, you got it. Yo, he emailed me. Yo, Granville, you emailed me like 4 minutes ago. That's my guy? Oh, yeah. I got you, baby. Yeah, he found it. Ah! Yes, that looks pretty dope, huh? You like it? Dog, that's crazy. So it's real. I still don't believe it. No way, it's real. So I fully have a billboard up there then, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I should show you. I don't know if I should show you. It's so bright out there. Was that at the nighttime? He sent me the picture now. That looked like the daytime. It looks good. It's not bad. So do you know what it does though, right? Like, do you get what it's doing? Honestly, it's dope. It's really, really dope. So do you get what happens? It adds them to the free long-term alerts. So it's still free. They just get free long-term alerts. So whoever listens to the Billboard, they're just going to get like crazy long-term for free. Just that's it. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. That's it. That's all. Yeah. How many likes to see it? I don't know, man. 10,000? I don't know. I have a billboard. I should just go Hollywood on y'all. That's it. I have a billboard now, man. I have a billboard. That's crazy. It's a real ass billboard. He took a picture next to it. He got the thumbs up and everything. All right, honestly, I got you. You guys, since you guys are in the cult, since you guys are here on the evening, yeah, I'll show you. But no, I don't want to show here. Yeah, here actually. Because I want to see how many people like actually sign up for it. Because I'm like, dude, this guy just gave me a billboard for free. You know what I'm saying? So if I show you it, don't, because you guys already have long-term alerts, you asshole. That's what I'm saying. I know you guys. You guys be like, oh, I want to see it. You want to see it? You'll see it, bro. You'll see it. It's crazy. This is actually a trip, bro. This is a trip. All right, man. Are you guys ready? You gotta like the videos. So I didn't even tell you that. How many? We don't even have. What? There's like 1,000 of y'all in here. Oh, we don't even have 500 likes, and you want to see the billboard? That's offensive. That's offensive. 500 people just drove by that billboard. And look at, you're just like them. You're just gonna drive right by it. You're just gonna drive right by it and not like the video. So you don't want to see it anymore? Oh, that's fine. Then that's all right. We can move on. Any other questions for the night? If you have anything, you let me know. You let me know. I'm here for you. I got it. Anything you need to be flying these streets. Oh, hit the lows. I thought we didn't. No? Oh, that's just one guy. Okay. Unban you from the other channel? No. Because you're still doing what got you banned. You just spam the same thing over and over and over and over. That's it, man. Just give me like 2 weeks of normal conversations and we'll consider it. Just without, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do, baby. I still love you, though. I still love you. We got 500? All right. All right, here it is. The billboard is in Baltimore. Yeah. Who would have thought? It's real, bro. I have a damn billboard. Look at, he took a piece in his car and that's the billboard. He's next to a real life. It's in real life, bro. This is a real life billboard. We did it. We did it, y'all. So let's see. And then that's it. All it does is just add them to the long-term alerts. So like someone gave it to me for free. I don't even get anything. They sign up. Some lucky driver will, will just get just crazy long-term growth in dividend stocks texted to his phone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty dope. So if you see it though and you already have it, don't sign up for it because I want to see like how it actually plays up. You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. No, but I'm telling you. So somebody was like, yo, I know somebody who owns billboards and he like has this company and he was like, you want one? And I was like, of course, but because he's asked me about ones in like other places and I'm like, I don't advertise that, like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. I'm like, I wanted to do some funny shit with billboards. I was down with that. But then he was like, here, just try this. And he was like, I have one. And he was like, it's free. So they did all of this for free. I didn't pay $1 for this. That's why I was like, yo, that's crazy. In fact, somebody is driving by it, and they're like, yeah, what's up? People will see it. Lots of people use that. Hey, man, we'll find out. That's dope, bro. That's dope. You almost died stopping for that pig? Then don't do that, bro. Why would you do that? It doesn't say we pay cash for houses in small print. It should, huh? Oh, man. There it is. Isn't that cool? Well, finger to the sky, baby. God is good, man. God is good. And, and I hope it leads to long term. I hope it leads to long terms, baby. That's the crazy part. The long times continue. The long times continue. Yeah, you guys could sign up for the long-term text, too. They're free for you. You don't have to have a billboard. Just go to the first link. Unless you want a billboard, but then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you guys could go get them right now. First link in the description. But, Chad, on that note, I think it's time. You're going to have the Bank of Japan. It's going to start even later. I'm going to have to sleep. I'm going to have to get, you know what I'm saying? I have to sleep, get up early. But I love you all, Chatadonia. Thank you for being here. I can't believe someone found it, bro. Granville, I'm going to get you something, baby. Email me your PayPal, baby. You almost died for that. I got you, man. I got you, baby. Hopefully I see you in the morning tomorrow, baby. No, that made my day, man. God bless you. I got you, baby. But, Chad, thank you all again. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Have some great rest, baby. Get good sleep. Be ready for tomorrow because it's going to be wild. And I'm telling you, man, okay? No despair. Go ahead, make your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You can feel however you want, but don't give in to the despair, baby. Don't let despair separate you from the love and what you're supposed to be doing, baby. So get some rest, Chad. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening and peace out. Or not.